The Amish possess a wealth of culinary knowledge that might help you save hundreds of dollars annually. These 30 Amish cooking advice are real money-saving tricks, not only clever ones. The Amish have perfected the craft of maximizing what they have, from lowering food waste to transforming basic components into mouth-watering dishes. Although contemporary kitchens are crammed with pricey devices, the Amish teach us how to accomplish more with less by using simple items you most likely already possess. Let's explore a few of their amazing suggestions. First, maintaining herbs fresh in water jars. Have you ever purchased fresh herbs only to find them wilting in a few days? The Amish have a simple fix. Handle your herbs like tiny bouquets. Just slice the stems and set them in water-filled glasses. To make a small greenhouse, cover them loosely with a plastic bag. The secret? To prevent slime accumulation, change the water every 2 to 3 days. This easy tip can keep herbs fresh for more than 3 weeks, far longer than the normal few days. Mint, basil, cilantro, and parsley all flourish this way, saving you roughly $4 to $5 a week. While generally the Amish waste nothing, woody herbs like rosemary and thyme may fare better when kept dry. Second, keeping cookies from sogginess moisture is the worst for homemade cookies. The Amish have a smart technique to preserve them fresh and crisp. Pile the cookies between sheets of regular tissue paper inside an airtight container, soaking up any extra moisture. The tissue allows airflow, making them crisp or chewy depending on your choice. Especially during harvest festivities, when baked products must remain fresh for days, this approach is ideal for fragile sweets like sugar cookies or macaroons. It's just smart, old-fashioned knowledge, simple yet powerful. 3. Vacuum sealing with mason jars. The Amish have been sealing dry products in mason jars for ages rather than spending money on a vacuum sealer. Pressing the mason jar lid into a surface and generating suction helps you to keep things like wheat, beans, and sugar for twice as long. Getting the correct pressure takes some experience, but once you do, you will save money and cut food waste by almost 30%. A basic mason jar will do, no need for elaborate devices. Fourth, water testing egg freshness. Ever question whether that egg is still good? The Amish use a straightforward water test to determine. Gently place the egg into a bowl of cool water. Fresh eggs lay flat and sink. Older, but still delicious eggs stand up straight. A floating egg is useless. Throw it away. By removing the danger of rotten eggs and preventing food illness, this approach can help you save $8 to $10 a month. It's scientific. As air seeps into eggs over time, they float. The Amish believe this approach guarantees they only utilize the newest eggs, thereby trusting it over expiry dates. 5. Restoring herb gardens for a penny. Keeping indoor herb gardens in the winter could be difficult. The Amish, however, have a straightforward solution. They insert a clean copper penny into the ground. Watered copper ions encourage better growth and naturally combat fungus. This affordable option keeps herbs like basil, oregano, and mint year-round, therefore saving you $2 to $3 each time you forego purchasing fresh herbs from the shop. 6th, salt can help to remedy bitter coffee. Too harsh coffee? Forget cream or sugar. The Amish have a better answer. Simply sprinkle some salt. It offsets the bitter ingredients without making the coffee sweeter. Particularly dark roasts gain from this deception. Some research even indicates that salt lowers bitterness more than sugar. This advice could help you save $40 a year by preserving those cups that would otherwise go down the toilet. 7th, onion cutting. Without tears. Though slicing onions might make anyone weep, the Amish have found a method to maintain dryness. Rather than slicing the onion across the centre, lengthwise from root to stem, preserving the root. The root keeps the tear-causing chemicals in place, hence reducing their release. Furthermore, It provides you something to grasp onto as you cut, therefore improving and quickening the entire operation. Fewer tears, faster cuts, and less food waste. It's a win all around. 8. The 3-day soup approach. The Amish have a unique 3-day approach if you want to create the richest, most tasty soup ever. Begin on day 1 by roasting bones to provide a strong foundation. Add robust veggies like carrots and potatoes on day 2 and let them gradually decompose. Just before serving on day 3, add delicate herbs and greens. The outcome is a thick, soul-warming soup that tastes as though it originated from a 5-star kitchen. It's the Amish way of maximising what you have and making every component count. Using every last bit of the components not only improves taste, but also helps you make the most of your food budget. 9. Adding flavour at the appropriate time. Amish food is all about patience, particularly with regard to their renowned soups. The last touch on day 3 is adding fragile herbs and spices after slow cooking bones and veggies. Slow boiling produces a smooth broth you just cannot achieve with quick cooking by extracting all the tastes and nutrients from the bones. This approach lets you extend your components even more, converting one chicken into sufficient soup to serve a family for days. Just $125 per serving. Number 10. Family of 4. Did you know the Amish have mastered a technique to create tasty, nutrient-rich soups that can serve a family of 4 for under $125 each serving? Passed down through generations, archaeological studies reveal that ways of slow cooking like this have existed for thousands of years. Amish chefs have perfected what I term bone patience. The longer they wait, the better the outcome. The long procedure lets more nutrition and flavour seep into the broth than any store-bought soup, which can cost 5 times as much. These soups are full with gelatin, collagen and minerals. Occasionally, those who wait are rewarded with the greatest dinners. One-handed egg cracking. Number 11. The Amish are passionate about kitchen efficiency, and one of their best hacks is cracking eggs with only one hand. Once you get the hang of it, it's really simple, and a talent that helps when baking for occasions in big numbers. A small twist and a fast bowl tap break the eggshell cleanly open. Holding the egg sideways between your thumb and middle finger can help you to use the egg's natural fault line to break it without any untidy shell fragments. For delicate meals like custards and meringues, where even a little shell can destroy the texture, this approach is ideal. Balancing the acidity of tomato sauce. Number 12. Have you ever created excessively acidic homemade tomato sauce? The Amish have a straightforward solution. Simply include a little bit of sugar, roughly 1/8 teaspoon every cup of sauce. It's just enough to offset the acidity without sweetening the sauce. Stir in around 1/2 teaspoon of butter for added taste. All for only cents, this changes even simple canned tomatoes into a sauce that could compete with an $8 artisan jar. While the butter provides a rich, creamy finish to the sauce, the sugar binds with the acid molecules to lessen harshness. 13. The library of bacon grease. Nothing goes to waste in Amish homes, especially not bacon grease. Rather than throwing it away, they save several kinds of bacon grease in marked mason jars. While applewood smoked fat gives morning potatoes a smoky sweetness, hickory smoked grease imparts a rich, deep taste to beans and greens. 1 tablespoon of this conserved grease can improve the flavour like nothing else, and replace around 25 cents worth of oil or butter. Kept correctly in a cold, dark location, these tasty fats can survive for several months. Even today's greatest chefs acknowledge that nothing surpasses the richness of real bacon fat. Using damp paper towels to keep salad greens fresh. Number 14. Have you ever purchased fresh salad greens just to discover they were wilted by the following day? The Amish have a straightforward solution. They wrap the greens lightly in damp but not soaked paper towels after washing them, then keep them in an airtight container. They keep the ideal moisture balance by changing the towels every few days. This easy tip can keep greens fresh for up to 2 weeks, hence saving you roughly $5 a week. Keeping your salad crisp and fresh is like giving it a tiny spa treatment. Mayonnaise, fluffy scrambled eggs, number 15. The Amish have a trick to make fluffy, creamy, tasty scrambled eggs if you've ever battled dry, rubbery ones. The secret? For every 3 eggs you beat, add 1 spoonful of mayonnaise. By adding fat, the mayonnaise helps to keep the eggs moist and prevents them from drying out while cooking. Don't be concerned. The mayo flavour vanishes entirely, so you have silken scrambled eggs. Your breakfast will seem like a 5-star brunch with this technique, which allows eggs to keep up to 40% more moisture than conventional techniques. 16 greasing baking pans with sugar from the Amish. Here is a straightforward yet clever baking tip. Use sugar to oil your cake pans rather than flour. Sugar caramelizes when heated, creating a thin, crispy, golden crust. Especially for pound cakes and banana bread, this gives the exterior of cakes and breads a bakery quality feel. Though it's only 1 spoonful of sugar for a loaf pan, it's a little investment that changes your baked products into something really exceptional. 17. The Ice Cube Burger Hack. This may seem odd, but believe me, it works. The Amish have a smart technique for creating juicy burgers. Put an ice cube in the centre of every patty before grilling. The ice melts and generates steam as the burger cooks, therefore maintaining the inner flesh moist. The outcome? Burgers, roughly 20% juicier without the use of costly components or complex methods. A single ice cube changes everything. 18. Using pickled juice to enhance potato salad. A robust potato salad completes no summer picnic. Amish kitchens, however, have a smart spin to make it memorable. Rather than using entirely mayonnaise, they trade 1 tablespoon for 2 teaspoons of pickle juice. This gives the potato salad a sharp zing that revives your taste senses without overloading it. It also adds more taste and lowers calories. In the kitchen, the leftover pickle brine, full of vinegar, garlic and spices, is like liquid gold. This technique is the ultimate game changer for your next BBQ or picnic and has earned many blue ribbons at county fairs. 20. Improving mashed potatoes with egg yolk. When it comes to mashed potatoes, the Amish have a tiny surprise for you. They combine 1 raw egg yolk into the heated potatoes just before serving. The yolk is cooked by the remaining heat from the potatoes, which also makes them rich and silky smooth. You won't believe the texture until you experience it. It transforms basic mashed potatoes into a 5-star accompaniment. The greatest part then? No more cream or butter is required. The egg yolk helps maintain the potatoes crisp without becoming gummy and gives a lovely golden tone. It also increases the protein level by 15%. With only 1 component, it's a straightforward, smart approach to improve your potatoes. Apple cider vinegar. Number 21. Bean digestibility. Though they can occasionally create stomach problems, beans are a mainstay in Amish cuisine. The Amish use a straightforward technique to fix this. Include 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar into the cooking water. Reducing gas-causing compounds by roughly 28% helps not only to make beans more digestible, but also to improve their natural taste. The acidity of vinegar brings out the richness of the beans, hence improving their flavour and stomach comfort. Scientists are suddenly catching up to what the Amish have known for centuries. Vinegar is revolutionary. 22. Ideal cast iron pancakes. Golden edges on fluffy pancakes come down to technique rather than pricey materials. Amish chefs claim their cast iron pans are the best for producing flawless pancakes. For almost 7 minutes, they warm the pan over medium-low, then sprinkle just enough butter for a thin coating. The batter goes on only when a drop of water dances on the surface, indicating the pan is at the ideal temperature. Every time, this technique guarantees golden, evenly cooked pancakes without raw centers or burnt edges. With cast iron, which keeps heat 35% more evenly than aluminum pans, you may be sure to prepare a breakfast that seems like a luxury feast. 23. Brown paper bag tomato ripening. Want reasonably priced, delicious, sweet tomatoes? Often, Amish gardeners purchase green tomatoes and ripen them at home. The key is putting an apple in a brown paper bag with the nearly ripe tomatoes. Natural ethylene gas from the apple quickens the ripening process, thereby providing you with ideally sweet tomatoes in only a few days. It's a straightforward approach guaranteeing you the greatest tomatoes for a fraction of the cost. Number 24. Improving tomato flavour. Using a brown paper bag. Tomatoes can occasionally taste somewhat dull after purchase from the supermarket, but Amish farmers have a smart method to highlight their sweetness. The natural ethylene gas from the apple quickens the ripening of nearly ripe tomatoes in a brown paper bag. Studies indicate that this technique can raise the sugar level of tomatoes by as much as 23% over leaving them on the counter. Moreover, the bag stops moisture loss, so the tomatoes taste as though they just came off the vine rather than off a grocery store shelf. 25. The 2-spoon egg separation trick. Though separating egg yolks without creating a mess can be difficult, the Amish have a straightforward, efficient technique that fosters culinary confidence. They break the egg into a bowl and then carefully move the yolk back and forth between 2 spoons. This lets the whites to drop out neatly and maintains the yolk intact. It saves you about $3 to $4 a month and helps to avoid waste. It's a useful tool that reduces the annoyance related to egg separation as well. Preserving fruit with honey, number 26. Though the Amish have a straightforward remedy, sliced fruits, including peaches, pears or apples, tend to brown fast and lose their attractiveness. They honey the fruit softly. Without significantly changing the taste, honey's natural antibacterial qualities prevent browning and extend the shelf life of the fruit. This approach not only preserves seasonal fruits, but also imparts a hint of natural sweetness. Families that purchase in bulk save 15 to 20% and get crisper, more delicious snacks. Cheese straining, number 27. Using flour sack towels. You might be surprised at how simple and affordable making homemade cheese is. Amish people typically use flour sack towels to filter fresh cheese. Just line a colander with the towel, heat milk with a dash of lemon juice, and drain the mixture for 4 hours. Fresh, creamy ricotta-style cheese for only $2 per pound results from this, much less than the $8 or more you'd spend at the shop. Flour sack towels are perfect for this since they are tightly woven yet breathable, allowing the whey to drain while maintaining the curds soft. Fresh cheese may be made at home using basic instruments and a little patience. 28. The magic of cold water and salt for egg peeling. Though the Amish have a remedy, peeling hard-boiled eggs may be difficult. Toss the eggs into an ice water bath with a teaspoon of salt after boiling and let them sit for 5 minutes. The salt helps to free the membrane. The cold shock makes the egg somewhat shrink away from the shell. The outcome? Eggs whose shells come off in big, clear chunks, thereby peeling easily. Research indicates that this technique increases simple peeling success from 60% to more than 95%. Furthermore, the cold water stops overcooking and avoids the undesirable grey ring around the yolk. Wine cork vegetable saver. Number 29. Do you have fading veggies not quite ready for the garbage? The Amish have an odd but practical answer. Along with a dash of water, they add in their vegetables, an old wine cork sliced up. The cork extends the freshness of greens, broccoli and cucumbers for 3 to 4 extra days by absorbing ethylene gas, which slows down the ripening process. Natural cork is chemical-free and food-safe, so it's a wonderful method to cut vegetable waste by roughly 25%. Onion skin. Broth fortification. Number 30. Hang on to those onion skins. The Amish are aware that they may be utilised to produce a thick, healthy soup. Just keep the skins, freeze them, and then use them to strengthen stews and soups. Full of antioxidants, the skins provide a little depth of taste. While increasing nutrients to your diet, it is a wonderful approach to maximise every portion of the onion. These 30 Amish cooking tricks demonstrate that creativity sometimes triumphs over costly devices. Simple, tried and true techniques assist to save money, cut waste, and simplify cooking. It's about maximising what you have, not about having more.